Hi everyone, it's Gail. I am back again with my Cinch journals. We are gonna do some of the other steps, and then I'll do some off camera as well. But first things first, we're gonna punch some holes, and then we're gonna put on our binding wires. Now, I have to tell you, full disclosure, because I'm always honest with you guys. I bound this one and I did it incorrectly, and I've left it because when we get there, I want to show you what I did wrong, so that hopefully that will save you from doing it. So we will take this apart and redo in that part of the video. But first of all, let's punch our holes in this journal. So it's all ready to punch. It's got all its pages. I went ahead and did all the pages in the 6 journals so that we could just go for it. Okay, so first thing we're going to do, let's see how much of, okay, I'm in camera if I'm right there. Okay, so I'm going to start with the cover. And once again, we have all of our buttons pushed in. They're all in so that all of these buttons will punch a hole, right? So first off, we slide in our cover. We have this guide over as far as it will go to the right. And I like to hold it with my baby finger. And then what we're going to do is we're going to shove the cover up as far as it will go to the back guide. If you have your paper out slightly, you're going to get half a hole. So you always want to make sure you're well up to that back guide, right? So here we go. We're going to punch through. Sorry if that jiggled the camera. It's a little tough going through the chipboard. Now, for this particular one, we're going to slide the guide completely over. Make sure we're up against the back guide. We're going to pull number 4 out because we only want 3 more holes in our cover. So there you have it. Our cover is punched and ready to go. We're just going to repeat that process for all the pages. And we'll have it punched. So you can do, 4 or 5 pages because like I say, it goes through the chipboard easy peasy. So you can do several papers. I might take one more and do that. Okay, and so I'm again going to hold my guide. I'm going to shove those pages to the back guide as well as I can, and over to this guide that I have on the left. We're going to punch. I'm going to hold my papers. I'm going to slide my guide out and slide my pages down, pull out number 4 and punch. And there's the next batch. So we're just going to continue to do that through the book. I don't know if I have any half pages in this book, but if you do have half pages, what I like to do is try and split the difference between the holes so that that half page has a full hole on each side if you can. Sometimes it's not possible and it'll be fine. It'll hold just fine. But that's sort of I'm trying to remember everything I told you in the first video when I was going to keep that first video, but then I thought I gave you the instructions on how to, oh shoot, I'm busy talking and I forgot to pull out the 4, but that's okay because that'll show you. See, what happened is I have this extra hole up here. We didn't really want that. It's not, however, the end of the world. It's going to go in the book. And it's just going to have this little funky hole up there. But it's okay. It's not a big deal. But best to concentrate when you're doing this rather than be chatting away. Anyway, on those half sheets, That's what I try and do. But like I say, the holes are going to be in the binding, so it's not a super big deal if there's half a hole, or in the case of those few pages, an extra hole. I mean, if you're a perfectionist, you're not going to like that. And I don't particularly love it. But once this book is bound, those pages are going to be on the inside, and you're really not going to notice that all that much. Okay, this is my, I think I'm just going to do this one separately, because this is my thick page that, because it's got like 5 layers, because I've put paper on the pocket already. So let's do this one. Pull out number 4. Don't forget that step. Gosh, Gail. Yeah, so anyway, I was going to leave the video, but then I was like, I've already instructed you on how to do it, and it was wrong. So I was kind of like, oh, people, if they're crafting along with me, would end up doing it wrong. So I'm redoing the video, but I wanted to still show you my mistake so that, you know, you could learn from that too. So, okay, 1, 2. Now, I am not certain, this is a flip over. I am not certain that that's going to miss the holes, so I am going to pull that out a little bit, like that, for the punching part, and then we'll see how it is with the holes. Okay. All right. So just get those shoved up against the back, shoved up against the left, and punch. Pull out number 4 and slide that along. Punch. Okay, let's check that just to see. Looks like it's going to miss it, but I think it would be better if I just trim off a sliver of that edge. So let's just do that right now. Gosh, sorry I hit the camera. I have so much stuff on my desk. Okay, I'm going to just take, like, I don't even know, like 1/4 of an inch off of that. And then that will just clear the holes better, is all that we've got going there. So, okay. All right, let's get this back situated. Oh, here's a half one. So I'm just going to do this one because I want the half piece to be on the top when I punch that batch, just so that I can see them. Okay. I don't know if I said in this video, I don't think I did, but by now the cinch and the wire binders and the spiral wire binders and the kit that I showed you in the last video, those will all be on my website. So it'll be easy for you guys to go check those out if you're interested in doing journals like this. Okay. So I'm just going to shove that up again. I think this one I want towards the bottom, and it looks like it's going to be pretty close to half. I don't think it's going to get a hole in it. We'll see. Sometimes you don't know until you try, you know, but yeah, it turned out perfectly. Okay, pull out number 4, Gail. See how that... if you can line it up in between the buttons, then you'll have a full hole. So that makes me happy that that worked out. Okay. Oh, we just have couple more pages here. And then the back cover. And then we'll see if I can do the binding properly on that one. Darn it. Yeah, I think I know what I did wrong, although it kind of makes my brain hurt. I'm not going to lie. And I have to read the instructions every time just because of that. Okay, there's the pages. So let's do the back cover on this one. Sorry if I jiggle the camera. I'm pretty sure the reason I quit doing these journals for a while was because of my shoulder. Okay, so now we're to doing the binding. Here is the one I did incorrectly. I am going to get the other wire, which is right here. And this is a 0.75 or 3/4 of an inch wire. And I wanted the white for this one. So I think you can see, maybe I'll zoom in a little bit on the machine. Can you see these little black pegs right here? And the wire has these little rounded ones and it has square ones. The square ones, you just fit over those pegs, okay? And that's how we're going to put our pages on. Now, this is the part we need to talk through, because when you put your pages on, you put the right sides of your cover together, right? Like this, okay? What I did was I had it this way. So I had front cover, back cover, and pages. What I need to do is flip it, is that right? Oh, you guys, this so messes with my brain. To me, this is the hard part. So please forgive me for bumbling through it a little bit. So I put it this way, and what you'll see goes wrong is all of this business needs to be on the outside of the book because I can't close my cover. So I did that wrong. So we put the pages together. Let's go for it. I mean, worst case scenario, I don't do this video either. I'm going to use my wire thingies, and I don't know. Maybe I can reuse this wire. I don't know. We just have to pull it apart enough to be able to get everything off of it. So it's just one of those things, guys, you know, it's just trial and error sometimes, and I obviously did not do it right the first time. Okay, so if I pull that apart, I don't know, I think I might be able to use this. I think I might try and use it. So what I did was I did clip off the wire to be the length of my book once I had my pages on it, because I wanted to make sure, you know, that I cut it in the right spot. Let's try to use this. I mean, worst case scenario, we won't be able to. So I'm just going to pull everything off, all my pages off. And obviously you won't have this step. Because you won't mess it up. Okay. But I am going to try and reuse that because, you know, why not? Okay, so I'm just pulling off all my pages. Oops, that was a halfie. Okay. Okay, and this is the back cover. Yeah, I'm not going to reuse that. It's all bent. Okay, and then this is the white. I might use it on a stash journal or something. I'll keep it just in case I can use it for something. But we'll start fresh. I think that's best anyways. Okay, so we have our little wire on there, so we're ready to go. And then I can show you cutting it and stuff too. Okay, so there's our dud. There's the one that didn't work. Okay, and so then this is the front. So here our book is all stacked up. This is the front, except I think I had it like that. Yeah, so this is the front. All our pages. I'm just going to make sure they're right side up just because, yeah. And then there's the back. Okay, so what you do is you put right sides of the back cover and front cover facing each other, okay? So that would be like that, right? Okay, then what I did was I put it on like this. Not right. I think this is the back cover. This, okay. So I think I have to turn it, and I've got back cover, front cover, right? Okay, front cover. So then I need to put the front pages on first. So this thing is a little goofy because it just has to fit the whole, you have to fit it on the wires as best you can like that. Usually I have to cut off some. So that's there. Okay, then we're gonna do our pages, right? Whew, pray this works this time, guys. I don't want to have to do another video. I just want to get them done. Oh my goodness. Yeah, but it does, there is the point that sometimes one little misstep and you've got it wrong. Okay, so I've got back cover on and then front cover, and now we're going from the front to the back on the pages. I'm reiterating that for myself as much as for you. Okay. So just lining them up, because what you don't want to do also is miss a hole in a page, you know, especially in the half pages. It's important to look and make sure you get that right. Okay. And I did find as I was going through this one, because this one was already punched, that, see, here's a partial piece. Just make sure all the holes are lined up with that. I did find one that I had punched to the edge and I just took it out. Let's see, I could show you right here. See that? I didn't get that up to the back guide, and so it punched a half a hole. So, okay, but I think we're on a roll now. I think we're good. Oh my goodness. Yes, it's just like sometimes my best laid plans, you know. I think I'm just gonna get this done and show you guys how to do this, and I just had a misstep. But yeah, I think it's because I had shoulder surgery that I quit making these because it was too hard to press the handle. Okay, so that's the back page, right? Oh gosh, I hope this works this time. Okay, so then what I did was I took it off of the pegs, and I kind of rolled it so that it's more in the middle like that. Now what I'm going to do is work my wire cutters in there and go about halfway on this little wire that's at the end. And I'm just going to snap it. And so this I save because I can use that on a small book. Okay. Okay, so there we are there. Okay, now we turn to the back of the machine, and there's this part. And I think I'll zoom in so I can show you maybe. Sorry for my arm. So there's this little knob here that you push and turn, and you choose the measurement that is the same as the measurement of your wire. So mine is 0.75, which is 3/4. Check my math because you know I'm bad at that. But 3/4, right? So I've got that moved over there. Let me just show you. You push and you turn it, and it moves the little thingamajiggy. Okay. Okay, let's back out again. Okay. All right. So now you take your spine and you go halfway like this, because we're going to put this open part to the back. Now my spine is longer than the little bar, so I'm going to have to do 2 squeezes, if you will. So we're going to do the first one, and we'll get most all of the wires. And then we'll just do a second squeeze and get those last couple. Okay? So that squeezes it closed. Now, God willing, and the creek don't rise, we are going to flip our back cover over. And yes, yes, yes. Okay, that's what I did wrong. So there it is. Yes. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, so that was the issue. I had it backwards is what I did. So those instructions I gave you are the way to go. So, okay, so that one is all bound. See how easy that is? I mean, if you put it the right way, it's super easy. Okay, I'm going to trim off this just because it's bugging me that it shows over the top. Come on. Come on, little scissors. There we go. A little bit more. Okay. Yes, one book bound and ready to decorate. So that is how you do the wire. And really, it's super simple. I mean, you get your book punched. You put your wire over these. You put your pages, you put your front to your back. You put your pages on, and then you squeeze. So as you're doing this, I would suggest that you go ahead and watch my instructions again, because I need to refer to this all the time. But what it doesn't quite tell you which way to go, but you have to have, let's see, your back cover, your front cover, and then front to back pages is how you do it. Okay. Oh boy, yay, I'm so glad. It's such a good feeling when the second time you do a video it actually works. Okay, so there's our book, and what I love about these books is look how flat it lays. For journaling, it's just awesome. Okay, so there is our first book. Yes. But let me show you the other method, which is, let's get rid of our machine. So we have these type as well. Both of these I put on my website. Okay, let's do this one just because I'm super excited about this one. And once again, I'm going to have to use my brain here. This one is an inch. And I really enjoy using these two, but really I just choose by color pretty much. Okay, so this one I always have to think too. Yep, I think if I just go this way. Okay, so I'm just going to put my first hole through here on all of the pages. You can do multiples at the same time, but if you've got partial pages like that, you got to make sure that you grab through the hole, So I'm just laying them front to back through here like so. This is a little more fussy doing this one, I would say, but I really like them. And okay, so this one is the second hole, and because I wanted it kind of centered. So we just have to remember when we do the next hole that we need to grab that, okay? You help me remember. Okay. And the further you get on the spiral, the easier it becomes actually. So, okay, so I'm just gonna kind of curl this around is what I do. And then we go through our second hole, right? Ooh, I wonder, where was that? Where was that half sheet of paper? Did we get it? There it is. Oh, we did. Okay, it was lined up. Usually I'm a little more careful than that, but I'm just riding high on my success on the other binding. After my first video, I'm like, oh no, do I not remember how to do this? Well, sometimes you just got to take more than one run at it, you know? And it made me think about it more so I could tell you properly. So that was good. Okay, and then you just keep going. You just keep putting on the pages and kind of just stacking them to make sure that you get them all, right? Now, right now, the binding looks like it might be big for this book, but once we get all the embellishing done and everything, it will be good because it will fatten up the book, you know, as we put embellishments in, as always happens. If you feel yourself getting a little short on the wire, just give it another twist. And then I think this afternoon I will punch and bind all the books, and then we will do a little embellishing. I made some journal cards yesterday, 6 of them for these journals, and so maybe at the end of the video I'll show you those. Yesterday afternoon I just kind of felt like doing something, but I wasn't super ambitious, and so I thought, you know what? I'm just gonna go through my ephemera, see what I have that I want to use, which really all I grabbed out were some page flippy things that we made together a few videos ago, and then some decorated bags, and then I made these journal cards because, you know, it's kind of like I need to get into the decorating part of the journals before I really know what they want. What is it that they want? So I want to do this all the way to the end because I want to show you clipping it off and what I do there. See, now it's getting to the point where I can really just stick it through the whole book at once, because the pages are being held by the previous pages, if that makes sense. And so we're just going to keep going through. Now, before I do anything else, I'm going to just look through the book and make sure we caught everything. Because otherwise you're at the point of no return. Okay, so let's just make sure that we caught all the pages. Looking good. Yep. I think we're good. Okay, so what I do is I take my wire cutters again And I'm just going to squeeze this last loop shut. Maybe I'm at an awkward angle here. Roll it around to where, actually, I don't even need my wires. I can just do that with my finger. Okay, so that's just kind of closed. Okay, so then we look at the bottom, and we're going to do the same thing, but first we need to cut the wire. Once again, awkward angle. We're just going to cut this last wire kind of halfway. I'll keep that because I can use that on a tiny book. And then I'm going to just squeeze this one. And this book is ready to go. So that's the other kind of wire that you can use. So there we go. Those 2 wires. Let's see where we're at time-wise. A half an hour. Didn't we do good? So maybe do we want to do another one? We could. So I actually think this one might be best with one of these. I don't know. I have some black too, I think. Let's look for that. Yeah, I do. I have a black one. Let's use a black one on this. And then we can use the machine one more time. And we'll just make sure that we have that process down. Me more than you. Okay, so I've got that one all punched. So let's just grab out a black wire. And we're going to put that on here, right? That's what we're going to do. Oops. Not quite. Get it lined up there. Okay, so we've got it on there. Okay, we're going to take our front to our back. Our front to our back. And then we're going to pull them apart. Front to our back. And we're going to put back, down, front, up. Back, down, front, up. Let's see. I'm probably off camera a little bit. There we go. Okay. Front, down, back, up. Is that right? No. What did I say? Oh, God. Oh, let's start over. This really does hurt my brain. I don't know what it is. It's like a math problem or something. Okay. Front to back. Back, down, front, up. Back, down, front, up. Yeah. Back, down, front, up. Back, down, front, up. Front pages in. Hope you can. Oops. Look at that. I have it backwards, guys. I'm sure you were saying that. Okay, let me just make sure that I think it doesn't matter on the covers, but let's just make sure that our holes are lining up. Okay. Front to back. Back, down, front, up. Okay, and then the front pages. I'm making this look a lot harder than it is, and I apologize for that because it's pretty simple, but my brain just doesn't work this way, I don't think. So, ooh, that one got real close to the edge. Once again, my cutting is not always the best, but it's going to be okay. It'll stay in there once we get it bound. Oh, this is the one that I forgot to pop in the 4 because I was busy blabbing. But it's not a big deal either. It just has a little extra hole at the top. No big whoop, as they say. And then we're back to ones that are punched properly. Oh, goodness. Yeah. I don't know if this is a bumbling crafter video, but it's close. If it's not, it's close. Okay. Once you get on a roll, it's like, it's all good, but boy. Okay. Oh, there's the half. Good thing I got that on there right. Okay. And the last little bit. This little mulberry paper is so thin it doesn't really necessarily punch properly, but that's okay. I like it. Okay, so we're going to take this off. We're going to move it towards the center like so. We're going to take our wire cutter and go in about halfway on this little square right here and give it a cut. Okay, let's make sure of the size of this one too, because we may need to adjust this. Let's see. Yep, this one is 1 inch. So we then push and we click over until we're at the 1 inch. Now we're going to put our opening to the back and give it a hold, and then we're going to press down. Perfect. And then we're going to bring our back and push our front. Yay! We did it again. 2 in a row. Awesome. Oh, I love this one. This is so fun. Isn't that so fun? I haven't decided yet if I'm going to do something on the covers. So that remains to be seen. So there you have it with the little cinch machine in our little hour or whatever we have. We did 3 of our journals are bound. So I just have the other 3 to go, and then we'll be in decorating mode. So I'm excited about that. So thank you, everybody. This is a shorter video, but I think it's a good place to stop. And then we will just pick it up with some decorating and having some fun with these journals. So thanks, everybody, for watching. Thanks for bearing with me as my brain tried to wrap around which way to go with these bindings. Oh, my gosh. So thanks, everybody. We'll see you next time. Bye.